Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As of July 22nd, 2025, the music world lost an icon. The godfather of heavy metal, the prince of darkness, or all-around wild man, Mr. Ozzy Osbourne. It's a sad day for the music community, especially the metal community. Like I said in the intro, you're looking at the godfather of heavy metal. I don't care what anyone says, guys. Black Sabbath invented heavy metal. And that's just facts, and you can dispute me all you want to, but you're still wrong. Now, there's been a ton of videos online and posts on social media paying tribute to the Ozman himself, and I figured I'd throw my 2 cents in, guys. So, we had to rep the legend himself today on the old t-shirt here for the video. Now, I want to do this video, guys, to pay tribute to the Ozman because I owe a lot to my musical career, I guess you would say, to Ozzy and his fellow bandmates over the years. I'm going to share my Ozzy story, how I became a fan, and kind of what Ozzy means to me and his legacy. So, yeah, let's just jump into it, guys. Now, I was almost a teenager before I started listening to Ozzy because my parents kind of fell into the old...
Oh, Ozzy's a Satanist. He's a devil worshiper. He'll corrupt your kids.
all that satanic panic stuff that was left over from the 80s. So, yeah. But yeah, one day they were celebrating Ozzy, I think on MTV2 at the time. I faintly remember, and they were playing his videos like just a 24-hour loop of all Ozzy's videos at the time. They've been advertising for it. My mom was like, you know what? Let's just check Ozzy out and see if this is really true. What people said over the years, because at the time they really wasn't no internet. We were just actually getting internet in our house at the time, I think. And so before that, all the information you could get about any of the artists was just what you read in the tabloids and the magazines. So whether it was true or not, that's all you got. But to bring it back, so yeah, we started watching those videos. My mom was listening to the lyrics. She's like, there's nothing satanic about any of this. People must just be full of crap. So we just started deep diving into Ozzy. We didn't find anything like that. So the doors was open on old Ozzy. So we was finally allowed to listen to Ozzy. Which, before that, we were listening to Guns N' Roses and Def Leppard and all that. So, but none of those bands had the reputation that old Ozzy had. But anyway, guys. So after that, Ozzy full blast. I remember getting the, I believe it was the Ozman Cometh, the greatest hits CD. And I burnt that CD up alive. All the major hits from Ozzy and a few from Black Sabbath were on there. You got like No More Tears, Crazy Train, Bark at the Moon. Mr. Crawley, list goes on and on. That's a great CD. And if you're just now getting into Ozzy, I definitely recommend that one. The Ozman Cometh. I'm pretty sure it's what it is called. I'll throw it up here somewhere. It's the greatest hits. That's a terrific album right there, especially if you're just trying to get into Ozzy, or if you're just wanting to try to hear the hits. That's definitely a way to go right there. I think at the time we had an old tape of Headbangers Ball that we kind of bought at a flea market or something at the time. And we used to watch that all the time. And it had Ozzy's music video for No More Tears on that. Loved that music video. And this was before I even started playing guitar. I just remember seeing Zakk Wylde in that video, just ripping that solo, and I just thought, man, how cool is that? That's really the first time I ever remember as a kid seeing a guitar player and thinking, wow, that's cool, I want to do this. So really that kind of planted the seeds right there of me being a guitar player was Ozzy and Zakk Wylde right there. So, but anyway, fast forward a few years, I actually picked up the guitar, started learning how to play, and I started taking lessons at a local music shop. And one of the very first things they had me learn was Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne, that intro riff. And I remember getting that down, and it was probably like 50% speed, but I could actually play it, and it kind of sounded like it. I called my buddy up. I was like, listen to this, man. Come on, listen over the phone. Listen. I'm sure it sounded like crap. And he's like, yeah, man, that's pretty good, but you got a long ways to go before it sounds like Randy Rhoads. So, needless to say, I had to go back and practice some more. But, yeah, that was a good memory right there. And then, yeah, I'll just over the years, just constantly blasting Ozzy's music. And I remember as a kid when the Osbournes first come out, we all tuned in and watched that. There are so many great iconic Ozzy moments in that. Ozzy just can't get the remote control to work, and there's dog crap everywhere all through his house. And he's trying to pick it up. And he's, Sharon! All the time. I mean, it's just so many iconic moments in that show. And I always liked that one. I think he was getting out of the golf cart. Rock and roll!
Rock and roll!
So yeah, a lot of iconic moments there. Especially the one time Ozzy threw a rock through the neighbor's window. That was pretty funny. I remember that one. That was real fun.
Ozzy, not wood! You could be done for manslaughter! Oh, he's going to the side of the house. Ozzy!
Too low to the window. Right up, right up, right up.
But yeah, just a lot of great memories watching that show with my family and just having a big kick, just getting a kick out of Ozzy because one thing about Ozzy, Ozzy's Ozzy. It don't matter if he's on stage or backstage, it's the same guy. I mean, he's a good guy, but he can get crazy at times. But that's why we love Ozzy, because Ozzy's just true to himself, and he don't put on a show for nobody. But that's what makes Ozzy so iconic. I mean, a lot of other rock stars, I mean, they kind of put on a big stage presence for everybody, and behind the scenes they're a totally different person. But you know, Ozzy just don't care. Ozzy just does his thing, like many others, pretty much from a little kid to now in my adult life. Ozzy's always been a part of it some way, always in the background. Music's listening, or I'm learning a song on the guitar, or you know, just you see some news, Ozzy's dropping a new album, Ozzy's on tour, he's coming through. I'm not exactly sure the exact number of years that Ozzy's been in the music industry, but I would say it'd have to be a 50-some plus year career. And the thing is, Ozzy's always been relevant. I mean, starting from like 1970 to 2025, I mean, Ozzy's been pretty much relevant through the whole time. I mean, in the 70s, I mean, you have Black Sabbath like totally taking over the world, and then Ozzy getting fired or leaving, however it goes, from Black Sabbath. And then in the 80s, hooking up with Randy Rhoads and just totally dominating the 80s, really. I mean, Ozzy was on fire in the 80s, guys. I mean, it was just one banger album after another one. If I'm not mistaken, the No More Tears album is probably his peak as far as commercial success in his music, I would say. But even after that, I mean, in the 90s, even when metal was on a downtrend, Ozzy founded his own music festival called Ozfest. And I mean, at the time, all the new metal bands got their break pretty much from Ozfest. It seems like bands like Godsmack, Slipknot, Korn, Static X. I mean, you could just name a list of bands a mile long. They had their start on Ozfest, and it always seems like just right before they blowed up, they played Ozfest maybe a year or two, and then like when their next album come out, that's when they hit. So, and you'll notice right 2000, a little bit later, is when all those bands start blowing up. So, Ozzy's had a huge part in the music industry, especially for the metal side. I mean, obviously he founded heavy metal with Black Sabbath, but just over the years, Ozzy just helped and inspired and catapulted bands to superstardom. I mean, if you think in 1986, Metallica remastered Puppets, they was on tour with Ozzy during all that. So that's kind of really when they broke through and started getting really huge. So, I mean, it must be Ozzy had the Midas touch or something, because it seems like any band or just about any artist that had any dealings with Ozzy was immediately catapulted into another realm of stardom. And to bring it to guitar players, guys, I mean, Ozzy had a very serious talent of finding the best of the best, really. I mean, you think first off in Black Sabbath, Tony Iommi. I mean, come on, the riffs that man can write. And then you got his solo stuff. First out of the gate, Randy Rhoads. I mean, come on. Randy Rhoads was only on 2 Ozzy albums before he tragically died, and we're still talking about Randy Rhoads to this day. I mean, that's just the kind of caliber of guitar player he was and what he brought to the table. And then we also have, right in the mid-'80s, we have J.K. Lee coming in. You know, that Bark at the Moon solo, there's people still talking about that solo to this day. And J.K. Lee was perfect for that period of Ozzy, right in that mid-'80s, where Ozzy's kind of going a little bit of glam, but he still had that dark edge, like the Ultimate Sin and Bark at the Moon albums. So Jakey Lee was perfect for those albums. And then we enter Zakk Wylde toward the late 80s, like 87, 88-ish. No Rest for the Wicked. I mean, he just plucked Zakk Wylde, 18, 20 years old, and put him on the world stage. And we're still talking about Zakk Wylde to this day. I mean, Zakk's went on to found his own band, Black Label Society. And he's also got a Black Sabbath tribute band called Zakk Sabbath. And these days, Zakk is playing in the Pantera reunion too. So, I mean, and Zakk's a guitar icon. You just think of the countless magazine covers that Zakk's been on and records he's played on and how much success he's had. Just all due to Ozzy, man. The impact of Ozzy Osbourne cannot be understated. And I mean, no amount of praise that we can give. And really, the amount of praise Ozzy is getting right now is very well deserved and probably should be doubled or tripled, honestly. Ozzy has had a tremendous impact on the entire world, really, basically, for the last 50 some years. I think it's been a really positive impact, guys. I mean, I know in the 80s, everybody got on the old kick, oh, Ozzy's a devil worshiper and all this bunch of crap. But I think if you really follow Ozzy's life and you study his lyrics and you study what a person he is, that's the furthest from the truth it can be. Ozzy was not a devil worshiper. And a lot of those bands from the 80s got shoved into that bunch of crap right there. But I mean, there is satanic bands, guys, but more, I would say 15% or less of bands in heavy metal are actually really, oh, we're satanic, and the rest are not, guys. I mean, there's a lot of Christian metal bands if you look it up. I mean, you know, and even in a lot of the just normal heavy metal bands, there's a lot of religious themes in those. So yeah, that is what it is. But that may be a topic for another video. But anyway, back to Ozzy, guys. I'm extremely saddened by the passing of the icon Ozzy, because he's played such a huge part in my life and my musical journey. I just have a lot of great memories of listening to Ozzy and talking about Ozzy and having a good laugh about Ozzy with my dad and stuff, because my dad kind of looked like Ozzy a little bit. And that's another funny story. Like, as a kid growing up, going to school and stuff, all my friends would call my dad Big Ozzy. That's kind of his nickname, because he did kind of act like Ozzy a little bit. I don't know if he's that crazy or not. But, yeah, he did kind of look like Ozzy because he had the long black hair and stuff. And, yeah. So that's some good memories right there. And I always can't help but get a good laugh at that. But, yeah, my dad passed away a few years ago, so that's kind of always a good laugh to remember about that. But, yeah, guys, to bring it back to Ozzy, it's a super sad week. I mean, even... week got even sadder. I mean, as I filmed this video, Hulk Hogan just passed away like yesterday, and that's another big guy from my childhood. So the week of July 22nd, guys, 2025, just a sad week. I believe there was even 2 or 3 more celebrity deaths this week. So wow, a lot of sad fans, and obviously definitely sad family members, guys, this week. So if you guys pray, keep Ozzy's family and Hulk Hogan's family in your prayers, and all the other people that's passed away this week. I'm probably missing 2 or 3. I've seen some things. I'm not for sure on those, but yeah, if you pray, just keep those families in your prayers, because I mean, as someone who's lost some very close family members, like my dad and stuff, so yeah, it definitely works on you. It weighs on you, so you can use all the prayers you can get in a situation like this, guys. There'll never be another Ozzy. I don't foresee anybody having the actual impact that he's had come along, especially in the metal community, because, I mean, he was the first. I mean, come on. I mean, they broke the mold and they made old Ozzy. That's definitely for sure. But I think that's about all I got to say for this part of the video, guys. So I'm going to wrap this up. But I'm just tremendously saddened and hurt about the passing of Ozzy Osbourne. Him and his music has meant a lot to me and my family. I know he's meant just as much to other people around the world. I mean, he's touched the lives of millions upon millions of people. Yeah, I definitely feel for his family. Sharon, Jack, Kelly, and all of his other kids, and his sisters. And for Zakk Wylde, I know Zakk Wylde's got to be tore all to pieces right now. Just like I said, if you guys pray, keep Ozzy's family and friends and stuff in your prayers, because they definitely need them right now, guys. And another thing, guys, before we cap the end of this video, just always kind of have God in your life, guys, and just study on who Jesus Christ is, guys. And yeah, accept Him as your Lord and Savior, because you never know, one of these days we're all going to go 6 feet in the old ground. Best have Him on our side than to not have Him on our side when we pass into eternity. So just something to think about, guys. But what about you guys? How did you get into Ozzy? I'm sure if you're watching this video, you're a big Ozzy fan like I am. Let me know how you was introduced to Ozzy, and if you have any good Ozzy memories, share them in the comments below. Let's just get a conversation going, and just to pay tribute to the man, the icon, the legend, Ozzy Osbourne, because he definitely deserves all the praise that he can get, because he's just done so much for the music community, and especially the metal community, because he pretty much founded the whole thing, him and Black Sabbath. So yeah, drop those in the comments below, guys. I appreciate you for watching. I apologize if this was kind of a long video, but I definitely want to get this video out and pay tribute to the Oz man, because I feel like he's given a lot to me in my life. So this is just me kind of giving back to him. And if you're up there wherever you're at, Ozzy, hope you hear it. Hope you hear all these people missing you, buddy. And everybody loves you. There's definitely a lot of people loved you for sure. Appreciate you for watching, guys. Till the next video, thanks for watching, and God bless.